Hey, I'm Banks, and in a couple seconds, I'm going to be taking you along a journey to answer some questions. You ready?
I started Tag and I used Tag during COVID, February, towards the end of February. I used to stream on the sister app to this actually. And then I had, and then I was like, oh, like I like streaming. And then it was something I always liked to do. I just like to converse with people, build rapport with people, like genuinely just make friends because I was a big traveler for my job. So I like to, whenever I traveled, I was like, it's great to meet people as a network as I'm going. And there were so many people that were artists and musicians. And I'm like, maybe this is something where I can help you, And it was great. It was great being that person and meeting all these great individuals. So I was having a lot of fun. And then it wasn't fun anymore. So I stopped streaming completely. And I'm like, I think I'm kind of done, whatever. And then someone was like, thanks. I really think you should try tech. Like I really think like don't give up on streaming. You're too great of a streamer. Please just give it one last chance. And I said, okay, we'll do it again. We'll go over to Tag, and lo and behold, was on Tag and was just having fun, just streaming, no expectations, nothing, and was making friends, having fun, doing what I do best, and it just kept progressing and progressing and progressing. I was making so much great friends, meeting so many dope individuals that I ended up staying. 3 months later, a badge came. 6 months later, I'm still here. You know, so it's been fun. It's yeah. I feel like I'm able to read people better now. And I'm able to have conversations. If someone is a introvert, it makes them more omnivore or extrovert, being a live streamer. You are getting to know people all over the world, and you see so many people, so many different people's conversation styles, and you're able to adapt to so many people on so many different levels that now when you go out into the real world, it's actually in preparation for a real world. If you were to go outside and you go to a networking event, you're standing at a networking event, you are probably going to be the greatest person at this networking event because you know how to talk and carry a conversation with so many different individuals, an array of individuals from all over the spectrum. So it's 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 fun. I always highly suggest, and I talk about this all the time, being a live streamer is something that it's the new cable. It's the new media. It's something, whether you don't want to do it now, you're going to end up doing it, and people are already doing it in some form or another, whether it's on Instagram or whatever, they're everyone's doing it. So whenever people ask me like, what do you benefit out of it? I'm like, I get to talk to people, I get to meet new people, I get to have fun, I can make money, I can do what I can just listen to my music and chill, and people will chill with me, and if they like the vibe, like, it's the same thing you're doing, but now in front of other people. Mauritius Islands. It's an island off the coast of Africa, and I am obsessed with this island. I was actually supposed to go prior to COVID, and then things just happened where obviously we couldn't travel and everything. But it is the most beautiful island. It is just it's just peace, calm, and like I just always said, I want to go here, and I just want to do a yoga retreat, and I want to manifest, and I want to burn papers, send balloons out, like all of it. I want to do the whole works and truly like, because that is somewhere I feel like I would be at a complete peace, especially after a time where we were stuck inside for so long. So I'm like, okay, if this is somewhere that's peace to me, I can possibly manifest at the highest of altitudes for myself doing this. So yeah, definitely the Mauritius Islands. And don't ask me how I found it. It was random. I don't know if it was in a movie or I don't know how I found it out, but once I found out, it's stuck, it's written, and it's on my top 3 places I need to visit before I pass. For me, for the experience, for me, the best is being able to elevate or progress someone every single day. It's the same reason why I came up with my feature show and why I did my feature show the way I did it, which is like manifesting. If I can make sure that someone, especially during a time like this where we just came out of COVID, or some people are still in COVID measures, or if I can help you elevate and not be stagnant in any capacity, I'm doing what I love. And whether it be, hey, I want to be a great streamer, or hey, I wanna do this with my life. I'm here to help. there's a reason why they stick the blue things on us, or they make us a top streamer. That's our job, essentially, to set the tone for the next generation of streamers. How do we keep this going? Being able to help the next people, that's what we're here for. And that essentially is something I love to do. When new people come to the app and they're coming into my live and they're saying, hey, I have all these questions, there's nothing that makes me more happy. I'm like, well, you got questions? Let's go. What's your questions? I got the answer. This is Jeopardy, y'all. Everybody quiet. Quiet, class is now in session. And there's nothing that makes me more happy. I swear on everything that I love. Nothing makes me more happy than when people are like, oh my God, thank you. I just got so much information from you being able to tell me all of this. Like, there's lots of people that don't know you can cash out on this. There's lots of people that don't know what the gifts mean, or what diamonds mean, or write-offs with the taxes. And lots of people don't know that. And so many people have businesses and how they can use this for networking opportunities. And if we as top streamers can sit here and take 30 seconds or 2 to 5 minutes to do that to somebody that comes into our live every single day, there will be more streamers, there will be more gifters, there will be more everything, because they're now informed and they're knowledgeable, and they're just happy at the fact that, hey, I just got new information. I just downloaded this app because I saw an ad, or I downloaded this app because somebody said it. And and just letting them know, like, if I can help one person, 2 people, 3 people, whatever, there's nothing that brings me more gratitude than that. The thing I'm probably most looking forward to, honestly, for me, as a streamer, there's a lot of things that people will say, but I always said, I'm on this app now. I started. I will not leave minimum 100 million on my thing, because I need the Grammy. Okay, I need the Grammy. I'm going to pass this Grammy. I'm gonna show this Grammy to my kids. Like, look, okay, your mama did something. I ain't got no kids yet, but I'll be like, look, I did something. Y'all are on this app and this app now, but once upon a time, I was on this app called Tag. It was amazing. Now I got a Grammy. Look at my award. I'm gonna hang it there forever. I just feel like achievements like that are something that are things that I like. Why? Because it's, you put in so much work and so much hard work every single day, and your energy and time being the biggest commodity, you're putting your time in. Things like that, I'm like obsessed with. Like, for me to sit here and be like, okay, I've done something right, and now I have this to show for it. That probably is the most thing. And day one, I said, if I stream, I'm here till 100 milli. 6 months later, 38, and we gonna keep going. We're going to keep going. And it's just setting new goals and being able to see that I can achieve them. And if I set my mind to them, I can make it happen. Because never in a million years did I think that I come on here saying I'm going to be a top streamer. I didn't expect it. I was flabbergasted when I got the email, and things like that. Is like, it just warms you, because it's like, you worked so hard and you didn't expect something, and then you got it, and now I'm going to continue to work hard, continue to test my boundaries and my limits, and how far can I essentially go with it. I've never been someone that really likes seeing me as a streamer. You would never think, oh, she's very shy and camera shy, but I'm the biggest camera shy person ever. I get very anxious. Battles, you'll never see me in a battle. I'll throw up in a battle. I will probably throw up, and I'll be so anxious, like, it's battle time. Okay, hold on. Like, I deal with anxiety so bad like that's how I am. And I try to show people that I'm like, there's different type of streamers all the time. And for me, there's nothing that brings me more gratitude when it's like small things like that, where it's like, 3 months ago, I never would have saw myself do this. Now, 3 months later, I'm doing it. And 6 months later, I never thought I was going to do this. 6 months later, I'm now doing this plus more. So today I might say I'm never going to do a battle. 6 months later, you might see Banks in a battle, and it's like, oh, you would never do battles. Hey, it's progression and elevation, baby. And I think Tag has actually elevated me a little bit. Shocking enough, it's made me more outspoken. It's made me stick up for myself more. I was always someone that hated confrontation, didn't like problems, would just steer away. But it actually has taught me something, where sometimes, yeah, you can stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself without being a negative person. You can still be positive, but while sticking up for yourself, you can do it in a way that that's probably not going to hurt you. And that's definitely something that I think that for, and I've learned for myself with this app. I'm not live streaming. I work and do a lot. So I work in music. So I work with artists. I'm doing press releases, media kits. I'm getting stuff sent left, right, and center in emails when it comes to stuff like that. I'm in school working on my certification still, towards being a life coach and getting my hypnotherapy license so I can essentially open up an office and help people on a grander scale. I actually quit my job in music to pursue this. So it's something that I believe in. And actually, if it wasn't for somebody that I met on the Meet Group platform, I probably would have never went to go get my certification, as a life coach. And it was somebody that said it to me and said, Banks, you always have great advice. You would make a great this. And it just was a domino effect where people were saying it and saying it and saying it. And I'm like, you know what? We're gonna go get this. We're gonna go get this. And I got it. And I'm working on getting the final certification. And and that's me. I genuinely love to help people. There's nothing that brings me greater gratitude than that. So to learn that from this app and then now apply it into my regular life, to quit something that I thought I loved to death, and I do love to death, to pursue this is life changing. And I never thought I would get an experience like that. And this is why I speak so highly about this app, because I've learned so much about myself and other people and people as humans, and having more compassion for people and patience are all things that I learned while being on this app. And had I not been on this app or played around with the servers and the apps, I would have never learned stuff like this. And yeah, but that's what I do outside the app. Definitely follow your gut and be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. If you're an eclectic, who loves rock, country, and heavy metal, be that person that likes rock, country, and heavy metal. You a person that likes anime, be that person that loves anime. Do not let anybody change you for who you are. What you do at the beginning when you start is what people will expect from you throughout your live streaming journey. So what you put out is what you attract. So if you are a sapiosexual that loves books and English and want to talk about literature or history or geography, do that on your stream. They might not come at first, but guess what? Eventually they will end up coming. And those will be the greatest ones. Don't look to attain from anybody else. You can look to top streamers or people around the app to see what they're doing, but don't be afraid to be yourself, because being different is what will set you apart. And a lot of people don't understand this, but they all possess something that another person doesn't have. And if they tap into that one thing and they focus on that one thing in themselves, they'll see it. And whether it's slow at first or fast at first, I promise eventually it's all the same journey, and we all end up at the same place. And that's definitely the one thing I would definitely recommend to new streamers. So I have a show every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tag. It's called Manifesting with Banks. I take two individuals. I see what is something that they want to elevate or progress for themselves in life. And then I come up with affirmations and things and tips that they can do to help elevate themselves. They read it on their streams with me. I talk about the benefits of saging. I do breathing exercises, and I just find different ways where people can take words of affirmations and see how it can affect their life. So I always ask my guests 7 days to read those affirmations that I've built for them. And they come back and give me a progress report. And it's always interesting to see the difference of people who've never manifested before and use words of affirmations versus people who have, and the difference when they're actually they're actually affirming it because this is what they wanted. And that goes back to me just wanting to be on the app and elevating and progressing people. And I feel like that's why this show is like my baby.